scrappy friends. It's Kim back from Making Creative Memories in Time, and I am getting in some late evening or night scrapbooking. I feel like the crafty world has been holding out on me. So I have just recently discovered this Facebook group called Scrapping Reflections, and it's run by Sandy. Facebook link to Scrapping Reflections will be linked below. And so for the month of February, there is a follow sketch, which is a daily sketch that you can follow along with. And today's sketch is, I'm probably going to butcher this last name. It's at Crafty Jen Show or Crafty Jen Show, and I apologize for getting that name wrong. But where have I been? How have I not known about this group? So I love this sketch. And as a matter of fact, my sister-in-law sent me some beautiful pictures today of my great niece, Liliana, wearing a cute little Valentine sweater that I bought her. So we're going to scrapbook using this sketch and do some Valentine pages. But before we get started, don't forget, at the very end of this video, you will see a video that links to this Inspired Memories Scrapbooking Design Team first quarter exclusive classes, and I am a design team member, and that crop is on February 22nd. It will be it will show up in the end screen on my video, and all you do is click that, and there's a link down below to register. $25, guys. Trust me, you're going to get a lot for that $25. So let's just move right into what we are doing today. There is this awesome paper collection, and it's called Happy Together, and literally I have used all but scraps. And it's not currently available, but it will be back in October. And it's one of the mini paper packs. It's 6 sheets. And it's fabulous. It's pinks. It's reds. And it's black. It's beautiful. So these are all the scraps. FYI, if you want to join that Inspired Memories first quarter crop, I use this paper collection. One layout in my technique is a little red, the red tones. The other layout is the soft pinks and the black stripe. So that's just another little, if you want to hop over and join that Inspired Memories. So this is all the paper that I have left. This is it. And then I literally, this is what I love about this sketch for today. I literally pulled scraps to put together this page. So I started out with a white base, and I trimmed ½ inch off, trimmed off ½ inch, and then I gutted a black cardstock. And I matted up this, let me get these hearts off the page here, friends. I matted up these photos with the part that got gutted out. And I did a 1 inch, I left 1 inch all the way around. And I felt like that black, like little border, 1/4 inch border around would be fabulous. So this was literally a scrap. This was literally a scrap, and the way the direction of this paper is, I could use this and the floral that way, or I could do this little stripe horizontally, and that's what I want. I want to sort of pull the pinks and the reds. And so what I'm going to do first, if you look at the sketch, there is a dovetail, so we're going to put that dovetail in first on my scissors, and then we're going to do something that you guys on my channel have not seen me do in quite some time, and I'm going to go in maybe about 2 inches. You know me, I love a good dovetail, friends. Love a good dovetail. After I get this dovetail, And I think I got a little crooked right there, but I'm going to be okay with it. So my photo placement, this is Miss Priss Liliana, my first great niece on my hubby side. And her Auntie Kim had bought her little leggings and her little Valentine's sweater. And so this is like a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then I did like a 3 by 3 mat, and then a 3 1/4 and a 3 1/4 black mat. And so my title is going to go here, but friends, I'm going to do lots of fun stuff. I'm going to mix up, so we're going to have lots of different pattern. So I have these stencils that are from my favorite stamp set ever, from Close to My Heart, and I think I'm just going to lay some stenciling here, and I'm going to lay a little stenciling like right up here, I think. And I'm going to sort of turn it a little bit on its side. I don't think I want it to be a square. So I'm just going to move, and when I say a square, I want it to be more like a diamond than a square. And I am going to use Distress Oxide, not because I'm going to put any water down or anything. I'm just going to use Distress Oxide because it was on my desk. And I'm going to use a little bit of mint tape. Now, the mint tape for me is not going to be about holding the stencil in place as much as it's going to be that I give myself a little grace and don't get into a spot where I don't want to get into, right? So we're going to come in, and I do think I will put a little on this edge to protect the paper for the same reason, because I could almost see myself getting ready to go over right there, and then that will help hold it. So we're just going to drop in, and this is going to be very subtle, friends. Very subtle, because there's going to be a couple different things happen. And for me, when I work with stencils, I like stenciling to look organic, which means I'm just sort of moving all over the place, okay? And I'm going to hold this up so you can see this a little bit better. And I want this intentionally to be soft. I want it to barely be there, okay? I want it to barely be there. Hopefully you can see that. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about that very soft stenciling. Now this is going to be the base of a little cluster element that is getting ready to happen. And then we are going to do the same thing up here. Just tilt it a little. And again, this is more about protecting my space than it is, I mean, it is helping to hold, but it's also more about protecting my space. And again, so like I want this up here to come off the page. And then I know my paper is going to be in this area, but by just doing it, I think it's going to help with that sort of organic feel for where it's going to be. I have not stenciled in quite some time, friends, and I have to tell you, I'm feeling happy to be stenciling. Oh, I love it. And as a matter of fact, the last time I think I stenciled, I used spun sugar and this stencil on, I believe it was a page Paris. I was documenting some Paris photos. Okay, so I want to bring this back. Let me get myself lined up so that at least it looks like I'm in the right place. And I'm just going to do a little right here. There we go. I am so happy with that. And I know that's going to be hard for you to see for the moment, but it's there and I love it. Okay. So this photo is going to go here. Now we're not quite finished with the work that we're going to do in these two areas, not just yet. So this photo is going to happen right here, and I love that this peeks down. I love it. I love it. I love it. So now what we're going to do, friends, is we are going to, the stamp set that I'm working with right now was called Dream Maker, and it was a special that Close to My Heart had maybe 2 years ago. I love this stamp. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull in a ballerina ink, and I thought about stamping with the spun sugar, but I think the spun sugar would still be too light. So this is like a music note with a splatter, and we're just going to stamp it in a couple different places. And it's just going to, I am going to put my foam under. It's just going to, and I'm okay with that little bit of texture right there. I'm very good with that because I feel like that sort of matches what I'm going for here. Here, I just barely did a little. Let's come back over that. I just want a little here and there. You know what I'm saying? And I know right now it doesn't look like much, but trust the process. Trust the process. This is going to be the base of a cluster. And to be honest, we may need to come on out a little bit here. And then up here, let's move this little spongy part up here. And I feel like I am missing, some hearts. Maybe, maybe not. So let's sometimes it's all about the fun stuff that you can add to a page, and this is one of those times it's about the fun stuff that you can add to a page. So that is all I'm going to do, and now I'm going to come in, but I'm going to, nope, change my mind. I'm going to come back in with the the splatters, the black splatter stamp when I am finished. So let's go ahead and start adhering. And I know I am going to be using some foam tape. And this is a little bit thicker, and that's okay. I'm okay with it being a little bit thicker, I think, for today. So very quickly, I want to say thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for choosing to follow along in this fun little journey of memory keeping with me. Okay, and now we are going to, and I think I decided, I cut a title on my Cricut. And I think I decided I want this title to be mine. I had actually cut a different title. It was My Little Love Bug, and I'd cut this super cute little font. But the title, according to the sketch, is up here, and I really didn't cut it large enough, but it is the cutest little font. So I will save that because Liliana is now a scrapbooker with her Nene, or her auntie, and she will have fun with this. Let's see. Let's drop this down just a smidge because I want to use, or maybe, let's do this. Let's use the smaller heart up here. And let's do black heart and a little pink heart there. And then down here, I feel like down here, I want double hearts. See how this little stamping is just sort of adding to this? Oh, I love it, friends. I love it. And we may as well go ahead and do the double heart up there. I love this. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to pull in. We're going to go ahead and glue down our hearts. Doesn't take a lot to get me excited. Not at all. But I love the way that these things are just peeking out. Now on this one, I do want to use some foam. And this is a little thicker foam because I want a little more lift. So if you guys had known about this scrapping reflections group, why were you holding out on a sister? And I think I want this one on a little bit of foam. Like, I cannot believe that I did not know about this group. Where have I been? That's how I'm feeling. Like, how did I not know about this? But girl, found out about it now. Now, I can tell you with my crazy schedule, it's likely that I'm not going to get to create with every sketch moving forward in February. But on the nights that I can, I want to. This is going to be so absolutely adorable. And it's simple. Like, there's not a lot of embellishment because that sweet little embellishment pack, I literally almost used it all. That's too cute. I thought about using that. So sweet. But I don't have anything else cherry, and I didn't want to tie that in. And then this, ooh, I may use the Hey, Be Mine. That may work as part of the title. I'm not sure. I love this cute, but we may work that in somewhere. And then the rest of this is just leftover stuff from that kit. And there's True Love. So we may use, I'm going to leave this out because we may do a punch with that too. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to leave these out. Let's go ahead and get these. I am going to put one little piece of adhesive at the top of each one of these. I get sidetracked, friends. Can't be the only one. Now, this is actually because I had pre-cut everything and just putting it together with you. And I'm going to show you the die cuts that I used for these hearts in just a second. They were from my stash, and I think they're just called stitched hearts. I'm not going to adhere that over the picture. I really don't think I need, let me grab a piece of thin. I don't think I need a regular, like the regular foam tape. I'm just going to use a little piece of thin. There we go. Because that was already 2 layers. And then this one we're only going to put, and we'll use just one side of that. And then we'll put thin on the other side. No, I think I need thick on the other side too. but we're only going to peel it off the side that's going to overlap. No, we need to peel it off here too, because if we don't, you're going to be able to tell that it's not sticking. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I pulled this font, Be Mine. And I just cut it with my regular black cardstock. And all I did, friends, was I just looked for a chunky font, a thick, chunky font, because I wanted this to really show up and show out up here. And I probably will end up centering the bee. And by that, oh yeah, I like it. I like it. I was thinking that I may have a couple more hearts, but I think I used all my hearts. So we have these little enamel hearts that I can put around the title. We'll go ahead and get this adhered, and then we'll look and see. I don't know that I want to use this. Hey, Be Mine. I don't think I'm going to use that. I may do the cute right there. I wish it was QT. Cute. I don't know. We'll think about that. You know me. If you know me, you know. If you know me, you know. So I want to start, I think I'm just going to go ahead and start with the M. And I am just going to put down some Barely Arts. You guys who are my regulars, you know that I love Barely Arts. And I like that I've got a little bit of a line here to help me. Although I'm going to go back to my teacher days. One leg of the M is a little shorter and one is a little longer, just like with the N. So it's going to be easy to line up on this paper. And since I'm using liquid glue, if it gets crooked, it just gets crooked. I am a recovering perfectionist, friends. I met a new friend this weekend. A lady wanted to take one of my simple page kit classes, and we did a Zoom class, and I believe we are going to be cherished lifelong scrapbook friends. And like we were talking, and I was saying, you know, I am a recovering perfectionist. I know this about myself, and it's okay not to be perfect. That's the fun thing about homemade things, is not everything is going to be perfect, and I love it. Be Mine. But if you're a scrapbooker and you're like me, you know you try really hard for it to be perfect, right? So, friends, like, this is probably one of the fastest pages I have ever in the history of ever created. So, let's just look. Obviously, I'm not going to do red hearts there. I don't think I'm going to do pink hearts there, but I do think I'll do like a black heart there and a black heart there, because that's all I had left. not every page has to be up in your face and like so beautifully designed and so many wonderful details. Here are the stitched hearts that I used. They were just called stitched hearts from Close to My Heart, and there were 4 different sizes, and these I've had a really, really, really long time. And so keeping true to the sketch, I will journal right in here, but let me hold this up. Oh, friends. Oh, you guys, I forgot I wanted to stamp some little black splatters. I was getting ready to hold that up, and then I was like, oh no, I'm missing something. I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. Okay, so let's do a few. And this is just regular black ink, and we're just going to go around. So we're going to do like 5 because we want this to be in odd numbers, okay? So we're going to do like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I love it. And I feel like that is just adding. Now up here, I can probably get by with 3. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, friends. Perfect. Perfect. So I'm going to pull this up so you can see that stenciling and stamping in there. What do you think? The little pink stamp and that little bit of stencil. And then right down in here, you can see that stamping, a little stenciling sticking out there, a little stenciling here, stamping just a little with that ballerina ink. So what do you guys think of this super fast and easy, but yet one more memory told? And again, like the journaling will happen right in here. And I think this will be a time, normally I draw a line with the pencil, use my ruler and draw a line, and I journal and then erase the lines. I think this will be a time that I will actually keep my journaling lines. I love it. I think this turned out so cute. And this paper will be back in stock sometime in February. This collection is what I am using in my Inspired Memories class. There's 2 classes I'll be teaching. The first is a basic inking class, and I use the hearts and the stripe paper and a little bit of this black paper, black and white stripe. And then the second page is the beautiful pinks. I use this soft pink, and I use this soft flower and black. I don't know that I used any of this on the second page. I think I just used black. But if I did, it was just a tiny little bit of this paper on my second layout, my advanced inking class. So this is a great one to get. Just before we go, let's look through just to make sure that there were nothing else. I do like the little cherries, but there was nothing else that said, I mean, like that had a cherry, and and then this butterfly, friends, is a sneak peek, and somewhere there's a black butterfly. This is a sneak peek to one of my kits, my classes that I'm teaching in Inspired Memories, link down below. Alrighty, that is it, friends. If you are not in Sandy's group, Scrapping Reflections, don't forget that's linked below as well. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Super fast, super easy. Get it done. Not a lot of embellishment, just using paper and die cutting hearts, a little bit of inking technique, and I have a beautiful, lovely page. I will see you soon. Happy scrapping.